Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm Abhilash, and today we are going to start our session in another 2 minutes. And I am trying to see what is this. So, rule of the game anything, everything you have doubt, put it in the chat, and whatever, let me complete, and then we will. Today's session is also orientation, and usually I got a feeling that, from the last, I took a break of a week, the long weekend, and I realized that every time the question remains the same. I want to start, but still clueless on where to start. Before I go on full board, just somebody help me with my voice and the shared screen is visible on my voice and the screen. Audible voice, hello, hello, and visible. Fantastic. So we are going to speak in English, and don't worry, I've had a lot of feedbacks not to switch in between. I will stay English only. And firstly, Independence weekend was there. I hope all of you, oh, at least, usually we watch some patriotic movie. Maybe you guys would have watched uh, Prime Minister unfurling the uh, national flag in Red Fort and the speech. So usually UPSC candidate, the prelims current affairs starts from summary of the speech of Prime Minister. So whatever he has spoken is definitely where it opens the big hole of prelims because tomorrow onwards the mains of this year will start. So nothing as such, as from current aspect will come from what Modi ji spoke in Prime Minister, but it also summarizes the activities of government towards public delivery of services. And that comes as a good element in writing the main answer. And from this day onwards, as I mentioned, your any newspaper of whatever current affair happens, you got to be really, really uh, any winning, anything which matters to India will be a part of prelims questions. Usually, it does happen. Any sports champ, anything which is like something where India marks a dent in the universe, in the countries, in the world, it becomes a story to be known. We'll do all this thing. But first and foremost, how has been your weekend? And you can share something on chat if you want to express your thoughts. How was your last 10 days? Last session I did was on 7th, and now it is 21st. Last session I did for already my students' GS daily plan was on 12th, and then this is my next live stream after that. Around 10 days. So let me know your thoughts. How have you been? How was your Independence Day weekend? Any more motivation? Why do you want to become a public servant? Any special public service? Anything you saw in news which still feels or still makes you feel motivated? You can chat it up. So today's session, I will. So for me, this is for people who have filled the forms or daily GS plan in the last 1 week. People who have, uh, you know, maybe after a lot of hardship of 2, 3 attempts and still are coming back to the terms and want to now get ready for next year. And people who are at least they don't know anything about UPSC, but just I want to do UPSC. So this session is going to address all that aspect mostly over here. And people who are watching us live, thank you for being live. It's an interactive session. I've actually put in all the questions of whatever I've received. It's a live interactive session. And if you're not watching it live, you are going to watch it over the YouTube. If you have registered in the Zoom, you will get your uh, recorded session over the email. Some or other way, I'll try to send it through WhatsApp, but yeah, let's try. So now, coming to today's session, what happens is this phase, this August month of the year, all those who started with all enthusiastic after their colleges were over, final exams were over. So they start now the struggle happens 1.5 months, some coaching institute, something, everything, planning, self-study. They just realize that man, nothing is happening. I'm unable to spare 2 hours of a day also. Every day is busy. Every day I'm doing something, but I don't know what am I doing. Every day I feel like I'll prepare for tomorrow, but the tomorrow comes and day after tomorrow comes. I'm not able to know where I'm heading towards, what is happening. This happens especially with people who are doing, staying on their own and preparing for UPSC, have a timetable to study in the day. They might also have to cook their food, or maybe go for lunch or dinner and food for outside. So that stays in timetable, but other things are only talk and the worry of the world which is happening. Trump's tariff, what is happening to the world, what is happening to India, geopolitics of India, all these things. What you understand, what I understand. But ultimately, what are we heading towards? Nobody knows that. Now, repeaters, especially feeling stuck, every time they start again, the haunting past comes back. I studied it, I have given so much hard work, still I failed. I don't know why this thing happened to me. It only happens to me. I only feel this happens only. All the bad luck is with me. All that kind of mindset which says that however I try, things will not come in fall in place for me. I need some miracle. So, and for people who are like, okay, I want to start my preparation now, maybe working people, maybe people who are just got released from army, defense services or short service commission, or people who are into that category who are looking for, who can apply the exam after one stint. So now they need more structured approach. The August month kind of is around that. So today I'm going to talk mostly towards like for aspirant who are 2026, 2027, and 2028 aspirants. We are talking about the roadmap. Most of the common question that I've received is, sir, give us some roadmap, give us some roadmap. And then what are the common traps which comes into the picture? And I'm going to talk about the mindset. While you take away the takeaway from the session tonight, after this 1 hour of discussion, should be a clarity of thought of what to be done next and how to be done next. And can you do independently? If independently, which all elements do you need in your hand? From where will you get all that? Everything like that. So before we start, obviously you want to know who am I, why am I doing this, what is my purpose and all that. So I have a little bit background on the UPSC also, the Civil Service Examination. I was in 2008 reserve list, but service was not allocated. Don't ask me the stories. Then I also got chance in interview again, but never did the luck smile again. That time there were 4 attempts, general category. I had that time two optionals were there, ProBad and geography. And essay, and consistently I scored in this essay and geography. How do I know I scored consistently high? Because in those old days, the UPSC exam used to give result in UPSC hall with the list of all the people and their marks. So you come to know across that who took what option and what was their score. So it was that much public. Right now it comes online. But earlier, if you have seen 12th fail, you will realize. And then I started my mentoring character, faculty as a faculty at IS Gurukul, Delhi in 2014, 15, 16. Also, I was a valued contributor of content in Vision IS, the one which you read from a lot of people use for their lots of content. So I was mostly doing this test series and mains and prelims and evaluation for Vision IS. And then I have been kind of a career change maker, an employability expert, and UPSC mentor since long. And I have also had my career in government. I was a Group A officer with National Career Service Ministry of Labor and Employment, Government of India, where I took the project of digitalization of employment exchange across the country. I was also part of Skill India as a strategy manager, NSTC, Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. And I was also deputy manager with Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, FICCI. Actually, Industry Academia Bridging, more on employability. How do we get the workforce more employable in the country? That has been my area of work. So, that being my background, here are certain questions of what I have received. I'll just run through. I won't run the names. I know everybody's. I myself tell register for the session. I've submitted your question. No need to attend live. It's raining in the country. There's a whole lot of electricity problem, data problem. You can watch it later. No problem. So I will do the session. Your questions are more important to be addressed. People are talking about syllabus starting from zero, consistency, revision, CSAT, then self guidance, self study, and then about optional, how to choose. I have these are certain more question way forward for preparation. Mostly, this self-study timetable, optional, proper strategy, for example, discipline, prepare during the graduation years, or then prepare from second year, managing NCRT, what are the book list, and more about this program which you would brought you together to click the program GS Daily Foundation program. Is it free and all that thing? Where to start, how to start? I don't know anything. And do I need coaching? All that thing. Then how many can I do it in first attempt? How many years will it take? Beginners book list. And I want guidance about exam, interview, and all the aspects. They have their timeline and everything. So mostly it's all about, how to start, where to start. Somebody's giving the attempt next year and somebody next year. Somebody already started the preparation, want to know about syllabus, want to know about everything. Now, with that, all the questions I have summarized today's session. So my session will answer most of your questions. And if there is any more thing which you feel I missed out of addressing in particular to you, you will also get one-to-one scheduling session till that which is valid till 31st of August. So you can schedule your session one-to-one and it's absolutely free till 31st of August to have that doubt cleared. Or you can directly send your doubt through WhatsApp. So the exam has three phases, and that is prelims phase, which is a objective screening paper where two papers, paper one and paper two. Paper one is GS, General Studies, 100 questions come. And CSAT is paper two, it's a civil services aptitude test, and it is 80 question paper, and it is a mandatory paper, and it is like qualifying in nature. So the score set which decides the merit is to qualify is actually GS paper one. Then comes once you qualify that, you come to mains paper. It is a descriptive paper, and this is where actually your scores for the mains or final list is calculated from. So it has essay, GS papers of 1, 2, 3, 4, then optional subject paper, one single optional, and language compulsory, and language English. There are around 22 optional, 22 language from which one you can choose official language of India and from which one you can use. Then if you qualify that, comes to the third stage, interview, and it's a 275 mark question. It is not like my interview of cricketers or film stars or the perception we have of interview. No, not at all. It is in fact a board interview where you are surrounded by a board of people of high intellectual knowledge and experience of UPSC chair members, and they ask you or they interact with you or converse with you. Now that is these are the three stage, and this pattern of exam is as well developed since time immemorial. and UPSC has been working on how to improve upon it. But still, till the time this cycle of exam happens, it usually takes, if the notification comes in February, the next result comes in around the final result comes in around April. So around a 15 months cycle is what we consider the entire story to come. But if you talk about prelim to prelim, so we have been very kind that every year prelim happens. Unlike the state civil services exam, where a lot of time the legal challenges does not allow the exam to happen, or even after selection you have the chance of cancellation of exam. So this is the structure of the exam. How do I know it? UPSC actually declares a notification about every year exam, and this is information from the notification. As a part of today's registered session, you will get 2025. If you have not downloaded yet, I would suggest once at least have a view of it. Lot of clarity comes from the real document, the actual document. Every exam has a game of rules, and that notification is the game of rules. But 2025, it is there. It may not be valid for 2026, but it has generically it has follow up the same pattern. Okay, so I will be sharing you 2025 notification, and it is for your reference. See, learning from YouTubers, learning from any other source where they talk about something, with a good catchy highline that GS 2.0 starting, syllabus change, update now. All this thing is clickbait to get your attention. So don't get driven in that. Instead, real resource is UPSC's website. You go there and you'll find the relevant career and exam plan. Now, UPSC is basically, it is celebrating 100 years. You must have heard in the newspaper that uh, centenary year of celebration is happening for Union Public Service Commission. It is usually called the HR of government. Its duty is to find talent pool for the particular job opening. So it does multiple examinations for civil, for defense, and for other various government services under UPSC, and they find talent for it. Now, it is a very legacial way to understand how does India recruits its employees, government employees they are called. So UPSC is one way, one mechanism. Now, in that scenario, it is coming from British or legacial, colonial legacial. So everything is legacy around it. The exam, the pattern, the dressing sense, the motto, all the stories are around that. But we call them as the nation builders because exactly these are the people when a parliament, in a temple of democracy, where the laws are made is called parliament, and where the laws are being made for the service of the people. And who is ensuring the service of the people? Who is ensuring the democracy is there upright? Is these civil servants or these government servant. The first and primary duty is the uh, whatever is the constitution promising to the democracy, that is being delivered or not. Now, this is what is the philosophical sense, and this is what the moral duty is. But people cross boundaries, and you see all the newspaper of corruption and challenges and all that thing. And ultimately, I am trying to tell that they are the constitution keepers. Faith on the constitution. If you become UPSC civil servant, then your responsibility is that constitution is whatever promises constitution gives, you are able to deliver it to the people of India. There are other exams of apart from UPSC. Uh, there are other exams. Is there any challenge in internet or something? I get not connect, or I don't know. Maybe if you're not able to connect, don't worry. You will get the recording of the session. Or you did not connect from what did I speak? Is that the material thing? Kindly elaborate what is that you need. So there are other examination also of where you can be a part of government exam. Like, yeah, yeah. In fact, I myself echoing. So, any internet may be the issue. So what happens is these coming going forward that so there are other exam of government exams, and in fact I also one of the session I spoke about what if I prepared for UPSC, it doesn't happen, it's the toughest exam, this that, okay, fine, chill, no worries. With the same kind of preparation, you can apply for RBI, you can apply for SEBI, you can apply for uh, various PSUs. You can apply for administrative jobs. I'm talking because here ultimately we are talking about civil administration. The administrative jobs only I'm talking apply means, and then NABARD is a very good option. And then uh, your own state service commission. If you are Hindi speaking, then you can actually apply to 5 to 7 states where they allow outsider as well, Hindi speaking, to give the exam. And so there are multiple options. But you need to think through. And why what happens is the moment we become panic, even if there is an opportunity, it doesn't look like that. And I have seen this thing. It is it is very good to be called as a victim, rather than called as a normal person. If you say you are victim of because of this reason we became a victim of this, my life has gone bad. The person feels that people will sympathize because of government policies of reservation. As a general category, I'm suffering a lot. So it shows as victimization. So who is stopping you to do work and create something new of your own? We are standing in New India. This is not the only option. Life is much bigger. World is much bigger. We are here only talking about India, but today Indians are making mark across globally. So who's stopping you? Nobody. Your own aspiration, government job, government job, government job. So that is the only thinking or mentally only you have stopped it. So victimization also sometimes stops you to actually jump the gun. Now that is something very personal. So what happens is victimization needs it needs a lot of push. I always feel that, because all of us come from different background, economic background. Not everybody is well to do in the sense, and it takes a lot of challenges, and everything we know requires money in this world. It is not so easy. Without money, rarely anything happens. You have to, even if you want to go and go take darshan of God, you need some at least 10 to 20 rupees to get a ticket or get inside and at least transportation. I mean, even though in the temple, everywhere you say. So whatever it is, ultimately there is a requirement of, and that cannot be denied. Even if somebody does it for free for you, that doesn't mean that it is free for everybody. Somebody absorbing the cost. So what I'm trying to tell you over here is that our value today is intellectual value. How we can utilize our intellectual value to generate more income or generate income is certain job opportunities. You are intellectually high, so that means irrespective of what background, what come, even a 21-year young kid can become an Indian police service. He can command the country with his policing, or a IS or 21-year-old. You would have seen that in the newspaper and many times in the video, social media, in United Nation, security summits or summit, young Indian foreign services officer, they give a reply to Pakistan of their what they have done, what they have spoken. You would have seen all those videos. They are young. They might be, some of you might be, they're your own age, 20, 21, 23. Do you think they have they have come with the born capacity to do that? No. In the same very country, they have done hard work, cleared the exam, and see, Indian training systems are so amazing. They are going to train you so much good that you will be able to. Maybe I am today talking to somebody who represents India in United Nations and actually gives a rebuttal to Pakistan. Maybe that day you remember me. But I'm saying you that is the capacity, that is the opportunity this platform gives. That is why this exam becomes very important. Now, Having said all these things, there will always be common doubt. Because what I spoke right now is the big picture. Some 10, 20 years picture, like big picture. But what about today and tomorrow? How do I start? I had a very bad score in 10th class. In 10th only people told me don't take any more admission. I took science, I took commerce, I took arts. Very difficultly I completed my schooling, graduation. How about now that I'm giving exam? What is this? What if I fail? I have only 1 year. I can only spare 1 year. So many questions. If you are not asking question, then there are people to ask you question. What are you doing? How will you? Who will feed you? Only eating in the entire day and you sitting inside the room doing nothing. So many things happen. Young, if you are a girl, whatever is your age, suddenly at 24, 25, Indian society will not allow you to live peacefully. Either study, higher study, do something, or just get married. And now marriage is also not, matlab, it's not so easy. Why? Because you will never find a person of your caliber. Because intellectually now you have become high now. And now you start looking people intellectually. And you'll ask question to also somebody intellectually. Do you know Constitution of India? What article gives fundamental right? The other person is like, Constitution? What is this Constitution? Yeah, automatically your choices also becomes different, difficult, different. So why I'm saying this is doubts are going to surround you every time. But remember, or I don't know whether you have gone to any hill station or not. When or if you're in north of India, many times in winter months, this smog or fog comes, cloud fog. They say visibility is zero. You go out, you see there's nothing is looking, everything is white. But still, you have an idea that in front of me there is a road. And small step you take, slowly that fog moves on. And a small patch of road keeps. You can only see it. Nobody else can see it. Anybody taking your picture from back, you'll see only a person and a white fog. But you can see the road ahead. Whenever there is a doubt is like that fog which is surrounding you. But within that doubt, there comes a clarity of path. If no doubt is coming, na, that means you are not doing any hard work. You did not run your brain only to create some anxiety. Some doubt should come na, at least. You have only 24 hours. How will I do? Something should come. When this thing happens, when you have created a purpose for yourself. If you have not created a purpose for yourself, it's okay. Another time, let's see, enjoy. Then nothing will happen. But action will only take some reaction or some, will give some result when you are actually uh, uh, when you actually feel anxiety or there's okay stress, some doubts are there, some study you have done. I don't know how many of you I don't know whether you're a science student or not. There is a concept called piezoelectric effect. We will study it, everything we will study, but just telling you. Now, what is piezoelectric effect? It is like any body, when you turn or twist it, will get stress. And this stress will generate electricity. And this electricity will recharge that body. That is the piezoelectric effect. All of us are like that. Until and unless we do not put ourselves into a purpose, the stress will not happen. If that stress will not happen, the timeline will not happen, the electricity will not be generated. Piezoelectricity will not. Electricity is not to bulb any light, it is to fuel your own fire. And then you start getting, you become better than what you were last day. Last day. That's how the journey begins. Maybe what I am saying you are not able to relate, or maybe whatever I am saying you are actually are able to relate. These two are the only option happening right. If we are not able to relate, we will go to the next slide. We will focus, come back to UPSC. If we are able to relate, then see, understand what kind of power you have within you. What is stopping you? You are stopping yourself. And try to figure out a solution for it. Okay, now coming to the next slide. What is the takeaway from UPSC preparation? One is getting clearing the exam and all that. But you are investing 1.5 year at least minimum. What is that it is going to do? First, it should be able to give you a growth mindset. The subject, syllabus, everything is class 10th level only. This is nothing new. Current affair, what is happening around the world, and all the other equation or everything, whatever we actually studied in the school. But the problem in the school was the examination was conducted by school itself. So they only taught how much they can ask in exam. And the only matter that was checked in school was, have you read the textbook or not? But now the canvas is much bigger. Are you aware about the topic or not? It is not about any book or what you have read from where and anything. You read from any standard books or read from NCRT. You use Chat GPT. You use Perplexity, whatever tool, internet, Wikipedia, but it should be relevant. That's what I'm saying. Now the knowledge has become wider, open. You cannot think, "Ki, one spectrum book I will complete and everything will be over." All those people who are giving you that kind of knowledge have actually studied larger parts, and spectrum and all this book becomes a revision recollector book. That is what. So growth mindset should happen. Scheduling in your own life, in your daily life, you're able to. If you say, I'm going to spare 1 hour for study. So from the 24 hours, you'll take out 1 hour. Very, very dedicatedly. That ability. When I was a kid, there was a question asked to me, who is a good time manager? And I don't know why I answered it, but I still feel I'm whatever I said, I still feel for it. But I don't know. That time it was something different. The teacher or whatever who was there, they kind of said no, 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 no. But the question was, who is a good time manager? So the expected answer from the teacher was that somebody who is very much occupied in the entire day, has a good schedule. Morning I will do this, afternoon I will do this, evening I will do this, like that. So that was what they expected to answer as an answer. But I said a good time manager is someone who has time to manage things. If I go and want to meet that person, he should be able to give me time. He should be able to meet me. If you are a not good time manager, then you'll be always occupied. You'll be always busy. No time for life. No time for eating properly. No time for watching any movie or anything. No time for relaxation. Every day it is haphazard. But that when I was a kid, the teacher told me no, 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 answer is this, that, whatever like that. But I still believe a good time manager is somebody who can create a time, value a time. If you come to me, if you come to me and you want to meet me and I don't meet you, saying that, wait, I'm busy. The usual impression of India is, okay, he's busy. कोई बड़ा साहब होगा, he must be some big person. He's kept you for waiting. But that is not the right attitude. Attitude is you meet and go so that you tell 10 people that he completed his work or he was so thorough with his daily work and everything that he could spare time to even meet me. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? So your ability as a person, whatever you do in your life in future, this UPSC becomes this ground for training. You should be able to spare time out for your purpose. You want to lose weight, you want to learn guitar or some music instrument, you want to do marathon or you want to do anything, everything needs time, consistency and practice. And that 24 hours only, from the 24 hours only, you have to take time. And nobody is telling you to do it. Nobody is saying that if you do UPSC, the world will become a better place. No, no. If you learn guitar, then the world will be, it will be, musical. No, no, no. Nobody is saying it. It is your decision. Your decision is giving you a purpose, and that purpose is driven by an action. Are you getting my point? Is it too high? I'll pause for a second. If it is too high, then I'll go slow. Or is it not too UPSC centric? It is more first timer types. Okay. Second is stress management. You are able to do manage stress management. And in today's world, digital detox definitely is necessary. Even I am a victim of it. Today I was talking to some aspirant and I was telling that I am myself a victim. In this last 5 days of long weekend, Rakhi and this, what do you call, Janmashtami and Independence Day, I opened 5 OTT, five different patriotic series, and I tried to complete everything parallelly. I didn't realize what was movie, what was sick. I don't know what I was doing. But entire 5 day I got consumed while watching OTT. Seriously, I did not even touch. You would not have received any message from me. Nothing. It's only when I came back picked up the phone. But otherwise, except few inquiries, nothing else. I didn't do OTT. Oh, and then I don't have time to study myself, but 3 hours I have time to swap reels. I don't know how. So these were I'm also a victim. And together we have to work for digital detox. There is a technique called Pomodoro technique where it says that for 25 minutes you ignore something. For example, if you want to study, keep your phone away for 25 minutes. Just focus on what you're studying. Again, on 26th to 28th minute, watch your phone. Again, come back and take another 25 minutes to study. Like that, you should able to manage your uh, you know digital device and your study and work like that. We can try and see that. Now, something I want to talk about what exactly freshers should be doing now. Foundation building, that is studying, why NCRT first of all? Because UPSC has not recommended any book. But there has to be some starting point, some knowledge starting point. The standardized syllabus of NCRT across the country is same. And it usually from class 6 to class 10th is more about knowing India, your own India, your country, your culture, your diversity, your geography, your polity, your economy. Everything was introduced in schooling. That exactly becomes the base. That's why. But if you have not done through NCRT, don't worry. Tamil Nadu board, every board is talking about the same thing, knowing India. But just because again we have this kind of habit, hey, read from the book, all the questions are coming from that book. So if you can handle those things, fine. If you cannot handle, then better study. And these are not much bigger books. NCRT books are for class 6 to 8 year, 10 year, 11 year boy, 12 year, 13 year boy. What is your age? You're double the age. And they are reading 1 page, 2 page as a chapter. We call for you the chapter should be at least 20 page. At 20 page, the textbook is over. So imagine class 6 to class 10, so you can do immediately. 11th, 12th, I understand selectively as per the public service areas, those questions, those syllabus is there. And that is something qualitative element is also given. So you have to build through that. Current affair habit, if you have not been following up of any news, any radio channel or anything to know about what is happening around your world, why Israel attacked Iran, why that creates a tension in the subcontinent. So you should be able to be aware that what is the position of India and all that. It takes time to understand, but you should try to be there. I cannot say that reading newspaper, reading Hindu or reading that should be a habit because many toppers these days actually preach saying that they did not read newspaper, rather they studied from compilation like a shortcut. But reading newspaper will always remain a good habit because even if you become collector or if you become anything in life, the first and foremost source of news will come from newspaper or online news, however. So first 6 months is to see build all this area. And then you have to also see that you do not become data collector. You don't become a data collector. You have to become district collector. So if you join Telegram groups, they have the habit to send some bait. Hey, notes, this, that. What do you do? Ultimately, keep on collecting in a GB of space. How much have you studied from it? We'll not even look at it one time. You will look at only those notes which you have prepared while doing that topic. You'll not even remember whether you downloaded any note or not. Again, you will search and download fresh. But these groups, to show functionality, they kind of inject you with lot of information. And because UPSC is considered an examination where information has no end or no boundaries, you feel like, okay, something I'm getting. So, kind of assurance that I'm collecting. Okay, see, the question, I'll take a pause. Somebody has written a question. Do we need to memorize numerical data from newspapers? If there is a report which has talking about the ranking of this country in Human Development Index, or how it was calculated, or statistics of poverty in the country from this particular resource. So these are what your public service are meant for. So it is not just newspaper. Anywhere they'll be talking about this data. Government itself will publish this data. What is our economy's uh, rate of growth? What is our ranking of economy in World Bank? So these are what comes. So while we talk about fundamentals, when we talk about our India, you would have seen that movie, na, Akshay Kumar and Katrina Kaif. हम क्या ऑल दैट डायलॉग ही सेज, हम इंडिया में क्या हम हमारे देश हमारी आर्मी वर्ल्ड की नंबर 4 है, फिर भी मैं झुक कर प्रणाम कर कर आपसे हम ये करते नमस्ते करते हैं ना. यू रिमेंबर दैट डायलॉग वेर इफ पुट्स डेटा दैट इन काउंट ऑफ इंजीनियर्स एंड डॉक्टर्स वी आर नंबर 2 in the world, and in this that some data he keeps on putting. So if you want to wow people like that, then you read about India with such data and you remember. Go a rap song full with what is the data of India, what is the population, what is the number of people, this, that. So it depends upon you where you are going to use it. But because we are in the public service domain, Human Development Index, per capita income, ranking of India's economy, or forex reserves, these are something which are statistically very important. So usually, literacy rate, and these things where it comes into picture. So you have to, it is not memory, it is just like kaju and kishmish. You like quoting those numbers, then somebody will feel that whatever you're saying, it has a backing of numbers to it. Don't look from the aspect the way you put the question, but try to look from the aspect, why do we use it? Because it shows how, it backs your the number backs your action or something like that. That's why. I hope I'm able to clear in that way. Next comes for repeaters. First step, complete your crying, complete your whatever failure, whatever you feel bad about. Take a day, take all the emotions out of it. Forget the past. We have only this much capacity. This much is the capacity here. Don't put everything, it needs space. So you will dump out and then new dump will go. So first, forget all the things what you have done and everything, bad, ugly, whatever. Take the mistakes, take the learning from it, and start afresh. For that, once your crying emotionally becomes stronger, you complete that. One day you take and complete it. Second, you analyze your previous attempt. What you did good, what you did wrong. How will you analyze? With respect to the papers. That year paper. You failed it. Huh? So you do that. So once you do that, you will realize, okay, these are the mistakes. Now, how do I you only know the answer. How to do the solution to your mistakes. Some topper will say from day one start writing answer, and this is something illogical. Man. If you don't understand the question, if you don't understand the demand of the question, if you don't have the appropriate knowledge, what will you writing from day one? I would rather say from day one read questions of UPSC. See what they are asking. Why that question came into the question paper. What happened in the world that made it as a question. If you have that kind of aptitude, you will realize what to study and what not to study. And the skill set of people who clear this exam is only one. They know what not to study. It is very easy to study. Yeah, I studied this, I studied this, I studied that. What not to study is the most important skill, and it comes with practice. If I say something right now, it may not be, uh, yeah, I may not be able to justify it, because until unless you don't look into things yourself, turn the page, what is written, what is there, we may not be coming to middle. Just because I am saying and you'll do it is not a good thing. It's a blind person. If a topper is saying this is what how I did, it might have worked for him, but not necessarily it will work for you. Focus on application, conceptual clarity. Reset your strategy if you had any strategy. If you didn't have any strategy, understand what kind of strategies are taken, made, especially with attempting the questions, and what are the approach towards the paper and revision strategy, how you should go. Studying for 18 hours, 12 hours is not a sensible thing. Study 2 hours, but full tight should your that 2 hours should remain for entire 200 days in your brain. That should be the capacity. 14 hours, 15 hours, what is these hours? If you enjoy something, hours will go like magic. When you watch a OTT series, do you say, no, I will only watch for 30 minutes? If it is interesting, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, you continue, you don't remember, you don't sleep only, you complete it. Similarly, you should, it happens with studies also. If you are enjoying something, learning, suddenly your brain has become activated and it started learning. You don't stop it. Keep on continuing learn until you feel, okay, this is enough for the day. And resilience building, setbacks, drawbacks, personal challenges, these are going to be the largest leg pullers in the preparation journey. Nobody else. Your own people will be your own, this thing, enemies. Somebody will be getting married, somebody's son will get, your classmate would have got placed in some better place. Somebody was going there. Comparison itself will kill us. And he'll be like, क्या ले लिया मैं ये पढ़ रहा हूँ बैठ के वो देखो क्या कर रहा है. I'm studying NCRT only. He is going and getting checks, going to America, Singapore, Dubai trip, sending photograph in Instagram. So, okay. So this is what for repeaters, and especially if you are somebody who's second last or last attempt, you have a one-on-one session with me. Let us see that you utilize your attempt better. Now for 2026, 2027 people are going 2026. It is now the time. You have only 10 months in your hand. Less than 10 months to be very frank. It's time to be aggressive and quickly do that. So you complete your NCRTs within 3 months, and then you have your syllabus coverage by December. What I mean by syllabus coverage, where will you get the syllabus from? All this question might come into your picture. People who are in 2026, they would have already had something. On 2027 people, syllabus and all is, it is there in the notification itself, UPSC. And I'll be sharing you that also. And then micro syllabus, I have written a book of collating it. Not just me, there are many other companies who have written that. Send you that book also for discounted price for you to buy and see it. So you can uh, see those syllabus with you. So for people who are writing 2026, they should at least touch the pen and start writing also in by 2026 January. And from February onwards, hardcore prelims. If you have joined this program, GS Foundation program, and you're giving in 2026, let me tell you, you are in a very tight zone, because I'm not going to spare. You do or I don't, but you will see that I will be delivering. So I believe that if you do 15,000 questions of comprising all the areas in GS and 10,000 questions in CSAT, God will come and help you to clear the prelims. 15,000 is the number. So from February to May, you will see that I'll give you 15,000 questions to do it. Now you don't do it is your problem. But as a program, I will definitely give it. I'll come to your answers. You put questions in your chat. I will come to your answers. For 2028 aspirant, for 2027 aspirant, balance preparation now, focus really on main, complete your option. Take some time for NCRT, write your own notes. You should start your optional by, preparation of your optional. And especially people who are in the second year of your exam, in your engineer, in your college or something. Second last year, I mean to say. So you see that your timing goes by that, how much when you clear the exam and when you are ready for giving the attempts like that. Answer writing practice will be good, at least from the current affair part of it. And revision, partible revision, that is the key. Revision is the key to success, nothing else. I'm not saying to complete your syllabus 100%. Complete your syllabus 70%, but revise it, those 70%, revise it 100%. Automatically will clear. You will never hear from anybody that I have attempted prelims 100 by 100 question. No, not possible. UPSC's demand only 60% person is the topper of the exam. You see, whoever has been topper in the last 15, 20 years, their total score will be not even more than 65%. Maximum 60, 61. That is the trend. And in prelims, also it is like that, 65% or something like that. So our aim should not be 100 out of 100 and making it tough. Our aim should be 70% syllabus, but 100% revision of that 70%. I told you in the first go, the skill set is not knowing what to read. The skill set is knowing what not to read. For 2028 aspirant, I saw in the chat, somebody said I'm in college and all. So you see when you are going to give the exam, you balance your daily schedule with your college timing and things like that. If you're working and all that, whatever. And parallelly try to schedule your time out 1 to 2 hours a day. And the same thing only, but you spread it into a better thing. And practice of exams or revision practice is much, much important. So now, for all the people who are watching this session, some takeaway first is fix your target year, which you are going to give. Create your own roadmap. I told you about the roadmap of how what is to be approached, when is to do what is to do, as per your target year. Certain habits to be built like reading newspaper, note making, consistency, revision cycle, practice papers like that, and also see that you are in correct influence of people, good friends. Don't be around negative people. Don't be about quitters. It will be very difficult. You will also think like that. Wherever you say and think, the mindset will be like that. Everybody will influence. So that's why it is better to be in around of people, or if you want to be into the people who are positive, who make you feel happy, who make you feel go getter and more purposeful. So this is the 4-step action plan. Consistency is the key, and it is not exactly where you start, it is more on how consistent you stay. The game is not about perfection, it is about just consistency. Just every day it needs you to take some effort, take it. I I having mentored so many students for the last 14, 15 years, so many success stories, so many people. I have found there are only four mantra which works, and this is the difference. First is consistency is the key. Second is stay motivated. Whatever happens in your life, this is one decision which you have taken. I want to give civil services. So stay motivated. Adopt and evolve. Things will change. Syllabus will change. So many changes will happen because it's a big time, a big time duration. Time change is inevitable. It always happens. कभी कुछ हो जाएगा, कुछ नया syllabus आ जाएगा, कुछ update आ जाएगा. So you have to see that you prepare accordingly. And must final thing is believe in yourself. If you don't believe that you deserve to be there, no one else can actually help you to be there. Apart from that, the core self-study people, what do they have? They have a topic list, they have a book list, they have test series for answer writing and practices, and they have current affair update. All these five things is what I nurtured, and I created this GS Foundation program and through daily email. As a bonus, I'm going to give you today original notification, the book list PDF, the all those who have registered with the recording of the session. Then prelims rapid revision book where the micro syllabus is there at a special price. And then one book on mains mastery, which is a more strategy book, more of how to score better and things like that. I'll share you the index. If you feel purchasing, you purchase it. Also, it's a special price. And then my ebook collections, it is more about revise through MCQs. Now we are going to talk about little bit of on the roadmap, what to do, what not to do. But in case you have any questions, I'll take a pause of 1 minute. You can chat it in the window. As per time, we have another 5 6 minutes, 8:30. So if you don't have much questions, with Lakshmikant, and it will see Lakshmikant as a polity book is compilation of everything. You have to, reason to read the book is to have the knowledge. Not that you have studied from ninth and 10th also like that. No. Are you able to solve the questions from UPSC, from whatever book you are reading? I told you, book is not the measure of what you are preparing. You read it through ChatGPT, Wikipedia, anywhere. You should be able to solve the problem correctly. That's the intention. So yes, if you are prepared, comfortable with Lakshmi, no need to go for NCRT. But what is the harm in running through NCRT by MCQs? I don't think there is any harm. At least you should know that what basic is UPSC, is NCRT telling students to know across India, whether you know that basic or not. So in Lakshmikant, anyways, it will be for UPSC. How much time will it take? 10 hours maximum to complete. You will save 10 hours if you don't do NCRT class 9 to 12. Your choice. I don't know how you have planned your day, so you know your day planning accordingly. You can take it. Yeah, yeah. You take from NCRT notes. I told you the purpose is very simple. Nobody is going to cross check whether you took note for NCRT or not. Simple is you should have that knowledge to solve it in the examination hall. Now you take notes from NCRT or Wikipedia, ChatGPT, whatever. If there is a syllabus topic, you should have 100 words for it. You should have some idea about it. So that comes from anywhere is fine. Nobody is asking you whether I have done this, that. No. Important is to having awareness about the topic. Moving on. So a UPSC preparation is a three-phase preparation. We consider it as a foundation preparation, a consolidation, that is where you have all the core syllabus done, and then the mastery. And that comes through exam condition, exam, all through exam, because it's an exam for job. So you need to understand the trend of exam. You need to understand the various way they write the questions. What is the demand of the question? The questions are open-ended. The questions are not close-ended. In open-ended question, they are not going to ask you like, tell me the capital of India. No. In open-ended question, they will say, why the capital of India kept on changing. Now it is up to you how what answer you want to write, right? If you're an aspirant, for a 10 marks question like this, you only have 7 minutes to write. But if you're like, you don't know, you're not practiced, what you'll do? You keep on writing a story. India had thousands of capitals since the time immemorial of the Bharat Varsha from 5,000 years. The capital of the nation came to the ruling kingdoms of that era. India has seen multiple, like that, you keep on writing. So, what I'm trying to tell you is you need to know that UPSC, you're preparing for UPSC and writing an answer for that demand. Another question comes here is, can we take current affair in a week better or daily? It is up to you. You enjoy current affair? If you like consume daily, it's like news you consume daily. It's fine. If you don't enjoy it, 1 month in a day is also fine. One pill. I'm in my daily GS foundation plan. I'm going to deliver one in only once in a month. Take your time and do it through questions. Because current affair has one problem. It can asking your opinion is there's no end to opinion. You can give opinion without even knowing anything. If I ask you, whatever Putin is doing, is it right or wrong? I bet you can all answer. You can all answer about Russia and Putin, whatever he is doing, without even understanding the balance of geopolitics of the world, without even understanding the history on how Russia has conducted its activities or global relation, without having idea of anything. You still can talk for 10 minutes what Putin should is doing good or not. But that is not what UPSC is looking for. So that's the reason why not everybody who has knowledge clears this exam. Coming to third three phase of journey of UPSC, the mastery is this I told you right. Yeah. So first phase, people who are starting now, core reading, yeah, NCRT. Your foundation plan is designed around it only. Your current affair foundation, good to know in newspaper. CSAT foundation, people who have fearful of mathematics in school, class 10, they would have left mathematics. You have to again touch back to the maths and other mental ability elements. So see how you can practice it. Daily practice is necessary. It is not possible without practice. And answer writing, basic answer writing. I told you, like, whatever you're reading, how can you consolidate for UPSC? So it is basically to build habit, schedule your timetable. In the phase two, it is about completing the entire syllabus. You should have a syllabus file where you have everything. It is like a Bible to you. It is like a Hanuman Chalisa. In front of your study table, you should have the syllabus written every day. Before you start, you should know, okay, this is the syllabus. And then you should start. Aaj kya kiya? What have you done? The answer writing mastery in the second phase. Prelims preparation, having questions, practice, doing multiple question test series, and then optional. You come to the optional part of it. As of now, I have no, I do mentor on, I have not started my optional. I do geography optional, but I have not started any batch. It's only about GS. But if you have any doubt in optional in geography, I can help. Public administration, I can help. But then I will not consider myself as a mentor for, right now. Maybe December or January, we launch the full optional program. But that would be not like the GS Foundation program. That would be like, classroom, online session wise program. Then phase three is mastery. It is about practice, 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 evaluation, practice, and all things like that. Performing under the exam conditions, simulating the real thing. That is where the challenge comes. That is where the blackout happens. That is how you don't recall things. When you see the real paper, nothing remembering. You come do the same silly mistake. So many challenge happens. So we figure it out and fight through it. So for 2026 attempt, I would say rather than talking about this slide, we take it one on one according to your thing, about your target area. Because here right now everybody is of different target area, target years. So some golden rules of EPSC preparation is consistent time investment, 3R formula, read, revise, reproduce. You should be able to reproduce or recall, how you call it, how you want to say it. You should be able to read multiple revision and the recall during the exam time needs to happen. Yeah. Without PYQs, previous year question, you cannot go an inch ahead. PYQs are our guiding souls. That is the only way we understand UPSC's mindset. And health and maintaining discipline. That's more important. What is in the exam do you fear fall ill? Then whatever you studied for so many years goes bad, no? So your health is very important. So before we move forward, yes, your journey starts today. So people, if you're still feeling doubt that when I'll start my tomorrow, your tomorrow has become today. So you just start ahead with it. Coming to this the daily plan, it's actually no fees, it's a free plan, and I actually am checking you out that whether you are a dedicated student or not. The daily, it has a daily learning video. People who have enrolled for it and have started finding it, seen the mails, they would understand. There's a daily learning video. There is a revision MCQ. There is prelims test series which comes every month. Consistent routine is there. Every day you get an email. You get notes also. But I tell you that don't just copy the notes. You write your own handwritten notes. This is digital notes. And I tell you the exact chapter from where it is coming. So you might be repeater, you might be anything. I'm only asking you 1 hour per day to stay disciplined and stay structured. So now I also want to share on few element like where if you have filled the form and what happens that you are unable to not get the subscription. So this is the website. You fill the form. The moment you fill the form, a message comes over here. Then you have to see in your email ID an email like this. Elevate IS, confirm your subscription. IS daily study plan. An email will come like this. You have to click this link. Don't focus on this. Sorry, download nahi ho raha, ye nahi ho raha, ho raha. This is a contact file. To authenticate, you are the right person who has written the same email. Click here. Once you click here, and click here to please confirm your email address. You have to click here. Only then it validates. So this email, many times this email lands in spam mail. So you have to check your spam folder. And what you have to do is report not spam that email ID. Then you know what happens is the moment you do that, within a half a minute, you get this email. Welcome from mentor. If this has come to you, that means your program has started. And it tells you to link for the people who are, in this stage, they are exclusive. There's another announcement group and Telegram group for these people. So where I interact as per the schedule of things and all this thing. Then you get email the very next day, morning 5 a.m. onwards, you start getting email. So your email will be like something like a learning video would be there, notes to read, chapter would be there, MCQs would be there. And if you have any study related doubt, you can submit your study related doubt and you can give feedback to me as well. And also, I, uh, you know, you can WhatsApp me in the updated template. So for science subjects, you will see that I have not given any chapter notes because class 6, class 7 notes better you do from question only. Revision practice through MCQ rather than writing notes for class 6, 7, 8 for science subject. It is not that weightage. Political science and social science is important, but these things you can learn from the question. So this is how it is there. If you have filled the form and not getting your this thing, huh? I again tell you, you have to search in your spam folder and you have to see that you get this confirm your subscription and click this link. If you do not click this link, ये start ही नहीं होगा. You have to click this link. I also want to say that recently on 15th August, we did a lot of uh, uh, this thing, a podcast with toppers and from different backgrounds. And individually, they have spoken about all the UPSC thing. And you can, whenever you feel little low, you can go and check out the Elevate IS YouTube and their details. So, you might feel motivated. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. In my podcast, I have not allowed them to exaggerate things. I have put it sensibly, whatever is doable. But multiple times, many people talk about something like I did this, that. You, whatever is realistic, let's stay very real. There are real people, stage fear. Like Sarthak, this boy in school could not come to stage. People used to laugh. That stays in his mind always. So every time he goes to tell about himself in interview, anything, the challenge was not that he's not educated. The challenge was that fear is also will stop him from opening his mouth. So the challenge then we had to work differently. And how do we help him out over here? पहली बार भी एग्जाम दे चुका था, इंटरव्यू में आ चुका था. बाद में जब when he had an interaction and all that, this time he came in right. So, like this boy answer writing, this guy is from IIM. So he came from a corporate background. And he has seen his father was chief engineer. He has seen his father's action and activities. Northeast को उन्होंने इंटर ट्रेन से जोड़ा था. So that gave him inspiration. So there are so many. This boy is a very genius boy, Sachin. Philosophy, he has found philosophy in maths also. And how he chose his subject, self-study, how he did. Fifth attempt. It took him 5 attempts. एक दिन में नहीं सीख पाते. Learning takes its own time. होना नहीं होना का कोई हमें नहीं पता, बट जो लर्निंग है इट टेक्स इट्स ओन टाइम. दिस बॉय शुभम शुक्ला आईपीएस मिला इनको. इन्होंने पूरा इंग्लिश में एग्जाम दिया बट इंटरव्यू में फेल हो जाते थे. क्यों? इंग्लिश बोलने में तकलीफ थी. तो ही डिड वन थिंग वाज कि ही कंप्लीटेड फॉर दिस इंटरव्यू स्पोक. ही चोज दैट आई विल स्पीक इन हिंदी. ठीक है, बोलो हिंदी में. आ गया नाम लिस्ट में. बिकॉज दीज आर सर्टेन क्रूशियल इश्यूज. ये कोई पढ़ मैंने कोई सिखाता नहीं कहीं. चल, दिस इज नॉट रिटन एनीवेयर. You are deciding your own future. Anyway, uh, the whole intention was that you can see the how the GS Foundation plan helps you. It's a 15 months plan, and I think once all you have started, you can just start doing it. So we are right now at the foundation level. You will get the core syllabus part, then answer writing practice, everything, exam readiness, everything is included in it, and I'm trying to build your habit and things like that. The MCQs, you see, everything is there, nothing new as I'm talking. And the outcome after this 15 months will be like a good, strong conceptual base, a well integrated preparation for prelims and mains, good writing skill, extensive practice, confidence level, and you will be exam ready. That to self study, not like nobody, no coaching and all. And apart from that, when you have one-on-one call with me and you need, I want to say, like, while this program is completely free, but the mentorship which I give for the entire year or duration, we have one thing that every month, every week we have this session, and in every for daily writing, answer writing, we have on Tuesdays, second Tuesdays. But apart from that, I have one-on-one sessions also, full mentorship, which is for 15,000 right now, if you register right now. And for various, if you just want answer writing and evaluation, then there is a rate to it and all that thing. See, these rate charts are there, but I suggest until and I don't just take everybody as such. Until and unless 30 days you don't do the daily plan, I do not understand the dedication. My intention is to work with people who are dedicated. Just subscribing and forgetting, not even opening the mail. I track every day how many people open the mail. So I understand how many people open the mail, how many people click what link, what they are studying. So the day they start a one-on session with me, I will give you their progress track. So then you realize, okay, yaar, ये तो serious था. I'm serious. This is a very serious job. And so basis of your performance in your free foundation plan, only then I offer whether you want to be a part of any of the paid program. Again, I want to update on the one-to-one mentorship call. See, if you have scheduling now till August 31st, anyways, I have already opened it, so I will not charge anything. It is completely free. You can book. But unfortunately, I met out. Last 2 months, I see that a lot of people don't turn up. They book the slot and, they book the time, but I wait and I keep on asking whether you will join or not. And some or other, they absent, they don't turn up. So the people who want to actually take the benefit, they do not get the benefit because slots are booked and I have to cancel appointment and just I also waste my time. So for now, I have started from 1st of September, a commitment fee of 51 rupees will be there while scheduling the call. You have to pay for it and only then you will be able to schedule a call. And if you don't turn up, no worries. I only follow up the way I follow, but I cannot. If you're not serious, then there's no point actually. I don't want to waste my time with people who are not serious. टाइम पास के लिए कर रहे हो तो ठीक है, पर मेरा तो टाइम पास के लिए नहीं कर रहा. Only serious student. So, and I actually opened up. One day I was very upset and I wrote it in the group, and I received many answers from there only. I took this step. I did not want to take step. I know it is very difficult. Each money is so hard, and I know how I have done my preparation. So I know at this age it is very tough. But some or other way, I see that carelessness is also causing me a lot of issues, because I also have this 24 hours, and if I don't do this, I do can do something better. So, keeping all the things and my health and everything I started with this. So up to you now. But from 1st September. But today you can still start with. Now coming to the closure, the UPSC, or the civil servant in the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy, Missouri, they have a quote called Sheelam Param Bhushanam. Now they speak about what does it mean? It means character is the highest ornament. Whatever you do, whatever your background is, rich, poor, whatever, you have a story of your own, but you have built up a character. And as a civil servant, your character decides your future. So while we prepare for all this thing, the entire objective is for not to pass only this exam, but to build a character the nation will respect. The person who is going to crack the exam, become a UPSC or civil servant, is the different person from who is right now watching this session. You will learn, you will go through setbacks, you will again relearn, you will stand up, you will not give up, you will challenge your own decision, you will fight against your own will, you will do all the sacrifices, not watch movies, this, that, so many things you will do. Stay away from social media, so many things. So many things you could have done, this, that. Maybe you are an IIM degree, maybe you are an IIT, and maybe you would have been abroad, maybe earning a lot of money, but no, you are going to sacrifice it. And then that person is going to get inside the civil services. That character is what we are here to build up. And that is what is my duty over here is. So it's not just the result of the exam which matters. And this exam is just one part of it. Life is much, much, much bigger. There's so many things to do, so many things to explore. Coming back to what has been my mentorship impact, I actually, firstly, there are certain policies which I say is that I do not, we stand for aspirant, not for any hype, no marketing. You will not see any candidate, anything I'm talking, or any poster of anybody rank, this, that. No. It is just you and me. Maybe online, I'm as a mentor, as a shadow, as guidance to you. I don't endorse any student. Even if you become success, I don't tell you to, you are not forced to say my name or anything, nothing. I don't need anything. It's up to you. Your success is not only yours, but all the people who have worked around you, your parents, your teachers, your family members, everybody for the last, whatever is your age, they have worked around you to become what you are. So it's not a one person or what institutes this thing. So it is a whole success is for everybody or whoever has contributed in building you. So we don't endorse anybody, you will not see anybody. But I have a goal, which is where, I also do not promote coaching, self study, but little mentoring is necessary. So we kind of, I only give numbers like how many people selected and how many the like that. So forget the ratio part of it. So my first selection happened in 2017 when somebody asked me to help and all that. Well, I took fees for it. So that's why I put from 2017. But I'm mentoring when I actually, when I was in to my own year itself, there were candidates when I was giving interview, and unfortunate things didn't happen with me. But then there were people who are there who become rank 2, rank 3, like that. So final selection, like as somebody who paid me fees wise, is from 2017. There were only two people. One got selected. In 2018, this personalized mentoring program which I started, seven people had taken admission and three qualified. 2019, three people took admission, two qualified. And to 2020, it was a bad year for me and world, India, everybody. So I was lost. I couldn't do anything. 2021, only one person. In fact, this is the boy why I actually started back again. This boy was in 2017 only. He had become IRS, but he wanted to become IAS. So he again qualified and called me back saying, "Sir, please, 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 please." And he only pushed me to whatever I'm doing right now. So he got IAS in 2021. And then 2022, again, life changed. I thought, okay, I can do things. So we had 12 people and three got selected. In 2023, when you think that things are going with you, again, six came for mentoring, but only one got selected. And last year, uh, nine were there, and four of these students got selected. There are multiple ranks, different. So I am not talking about something. Why I am saying this is that I am not wasting anybody's time. It's very target this thing. They have studied from anywhere. They only came for interview program guidance. So it's all like that. It's not that I'm not claiming anything. Just to say that you are also in the hands of somebody with experience and walk the path through that. My last slide of the day is, do I feel responsibility for you? All these people who have registered for GS daily program, free foundation program, I consider them as my student only. Reason, you pay, it's not about free or anything. If you have taken that step, matlab you had something to watch, something to learn. And if you have watched my single learning video, you immediately will, the first 2 days only, you will realize something different is happening. What am I talking? Is it making sense? नहीं मैच कर रहा है भाई, तो you will not like it only. Anyways, not watch it. But if you are liking it, you will really like it. And everything which I have created in this program is not outsourced. अब ऐसा कहीं से content नहीं डाल दिया है मैंने. There will be errors, but I have created myself. Everything I am only doing. There is no other staff. If any time call comes, it's only me who is calling. If WhatsApp is going, it's me who is interacting. There's no staff, no other people, no other teacher. There's another friend or mentor of is there who helps me when it is medical optional also, like that. So I call him time to time to discuss. But otherwise, there is no staff. So my role here is to guide and simplify and walk with you. To remind you that UPSC is not just about clearing an exam, but also building character, discipline, and resilience. So my responsibility always stays with whoever has enrolled for this program. So it's not about, don't consider on the part of money or thing. It is your time, effort, and trust which you are investing, and that is what is priceless to me. And I am actually motivated to work for that. And yes, there are other programs where if you need more help, more one-to-one, so that obviously I value my time a lot, so I accordingly charge. But otherwise, even if you have taken the for a free foundation program, you will not feel that the mentor was never there. It is to promote self-study. It is to prepare yourself as per your own day or schedule. I'm only asking 1 hour per day, but entire day is you with you. Whatever is your strategy, goal, time, exam, you can accordingly plan your day. After doing this, you do entire day anything. And any doubt you have in the exam, the study material, you can ask in the question. Even if it is not there in the this thing, I mean, not studied in the content, it is related to UPSC, I will answer it. So with this is the book which I was talking about with micro syllabus. This I will share as a bonus, and this is the book for the mains mastery. So with this, I end the session. If you have any Q&A, you can unmute yourself and you know discuss. And I will also like to thank everybody who's watching in YouTube and the recorded session. I'm going to hope you use the bonus to schedule your calendar and session. Thank you.